dug a bot and he's digging away. He's got infinite spades, cause he's a digging robot. He's dug a bot and he's a friend for all.
Hello and welcome to a new series I will be starting here on the channel, where I showcase my builds here in the wonderful world of Stormworks. And we're going to be starting off today's video with my Tango 159er military spec Chinook. And so we'll run down the features and we'll go ahead and give it a fly. So we got the radio here, we got fog lights, landing lights, we got the refueling boom, we got some details and stuff, American flag on each side, we got some painted vents and warning signs up there. We even have some warning signs here on the roof right there, so that you don't get up there when the blades are turning. And we got the Tango 159er on the side, so everything is painted on both sides. I got the jet engines there, the props. Let's go inside though. Here on the inside we got some seating right here, and we have some rifles. We actually have 8 rifles here with extra ammo, and then we have 6 grenades there, and we have some parachutes, so this can drop paratroopers. That's a jet A1, that is for the fuel. This is the fuel line running to the engines, and we got fire extinguishers and some welding torches. So let's go up to the cockpit and I'll run down the features and we'll do a fly. So we'll turn on the screens, and I did not make the microcontrollers for these screens, but I will link the workshop links down below so you can download these screens for yourself. We got the refueling boom, that's just, or the refueling pump, that just refuels the tanks with the boom there. And so let's do engine startup first. So first we turn on the fuel pumps, and then we turn on auto hover, turn off the wheel brakes. I mean, you don't really need these, it just goes up and down, so you don't really need the wheel brakes. And then let's turn the compressors on, but first actually we'll go through the lights. So we got the cabin lights here, this is day night switch, so at nighttime you switch them to red. We got the nav lights as well, so there's the nav lights. We got fog lights on the front, and we have our landing lights. Next we have emergency indicators, so once you turn that on, whenever there is something that would indicate an emergency, it'll flash there. So that's a low fuel, so if there's low fuel, now that will flash and beep. And this one declares an emergency and have the emergency alert there as well. And this is for the radio system, all of these with the signal strength. So that shows our engine RPS. That shows our battery charge and usage, our altitude, speed, and fuel, and our range. And yeah, let's go ahead and get the engine started. As you can see, propellers are starting to turn. And we'll go ahead and throttle up. Jet engine exhaust is coming out. Now I could take off the exhaust of the jet engines so you don't have the fumes spraying out, but I personally like them. I know a lot of people in the community don't like them for helicopters, but I personally do, so I'm going to keep them. And yeah, let's go ahead and do a quick flight. It does fly very smoothly, which is great. It flies super smooth. We're going to pass right by the docks here. I still have auto hover on, so if I turn auto hover off, it's a bit harder to fly, but it's not too bad. As you can see, auto hover is off, so now I'm flying it fully manual. And I can also go in third person, as you can see. And so that shows our range. The left screen shows our fuel and our range, which is pretty good. And our speed is pretty good, altitude is pretty good, and the battery charge is pretty good because I got some generators hooked up. So we'll be good. So yeah, pretty cool Chinook. It's not on the workshop currently, but if you guys do want to download this for yourself, let me know in the comments section. And if you do want to download this, I'll go ahead and put it up on the workshop. But let's move on to our next build. Alright guys, and here we go. My next build is my DB1 Rescue Helicopter. This was actually my first helicopter coming back into the game. So let's go ahead and hop inside. So we got some sliding doors here. We got our equipment here, like the welding torch, the fire extinguisher. We got a hose, a defibrillator, and a first aid kit, because this is a rescue helicopter, and some parachutes as well. Now, we got the dial backlights, so we can turn all those on. We have the same emergency indicator system as the Chinook. We got our nav lights there, searchlight on the front, so that's that. That can also swivel with these levers. We got the heaters right there. cabin lights white, and this one doesn't have a switch system, so I use separate light sets. So we got the cabin lights white and the cabin lights red, and then we got the front fog lights as well. So let's go ahead and turn the engine on. So not as many systems as are in the Chinook, but still nonetheless a pretty good helicopter in my opinion. Also using a jet engine like the Chinook does. And it does fly pretty well like the Chinook. And pretty good first person view as well. Not as good of a view as the Chinook because we don't have the windows down there. But it is pretty good. And it does hover smoothly just like the Chinook does. We see our nav lights there as well. And it does hover rather smoothly. It does shake a little bit, but it's not very noticeable unless you're standing up inside of the actual helicopter itself. So yeah, that's the rescue helicopter. And now let's move on to our final build of the video. And our final build of today is the Bush Arrow version 2.0. I don't know if you guys remember, but in my very old Stormworks video, I made a video about my Bush Arrow version 1, which has since been deleted. So now we have the Bush Arrow version 2.0, which is a lot better. So we got our equipment on either side. Actually, no, I forgot. Refueling is right here, and equipment is on this side. I forgot about that. I'm used to building with symmetry. Right, so let's go over the features here. So we got our heater, which is behind us. Then we got our stabilizer, so that's in flight. Wheel brakes, let's turn those off. Fuel pumps, let's get those on. Radiator fan, which is on the front. Okay, so we got our cabin light right there. We got our nav lights. So, got those. Gotta have the nav lights. You already know that. Fog light on the front. And dial back lights. And okay, let's get this started now. And we're gonna go ahead and we can taxi this thing. I guess we could go ahead and do that real quick. We're not even on the runway, we're on the taxiway, but we're gonna go ahead and take off here anyways. So we'll go ahead and full collective. And we'll go. This thing is a pretty decent little plane. And if we turn on the stabilizer, oh, that's wheel brakes. Turn on the stabilizer. And there we go. Now we're stable. Well guys, that is going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Now, if you want to download any of these vehicles that I've built here in Stormworks, let me know down in the comments and I will post them on the workshop if you guys want to download them. I might even post them on the workshop anyways. So guys, have a nice day, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and a subscribe. And I'm just rambling on, so I'm going to end the video now. Goodbye guys.